Greetings, everyone. My name is Brother Spencer Thomas. I am an alumni of Spiritus Team 7, and you're watching another episode of Witness Wednesdays. Hello, I'm an Augustinian friar studying theology in Chicago, and I remember about a month ago I was visiting a patient at the hospital where I'm a chaplain. This was a young woman in her 40s. She just suffered a stroke and had lost the use of her legs. And she was wrestling in fear and in the suffering, what to do. And I remember visiting her, and she looked up to me and she said, "Brother Spencer, I'm clinging to the cross of Christ right now." She had come to this awareness in a really real way that her passion is intimately united with the passion of Jesus Christ, that she was encountering his love precisely through her vulnerability and her fragility. In the prologue of John's Gospel, we hear that in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. And in 13 verses later, we hear this profound statement that that Word becomes flesh in the person of Jesus Christ. And what does that mean except that God, in his infinite mercy and love, has taken on the sum totality of our brokenness, of our fear, of our misery, and has united it to his very self, saying, "I am with you." This is the message that we as Christian believers hold on to in the darkest storms of our lives. For in the passion of Jesus, freely undertaken, out of a fullness of love, our griefs and our anxieties are brought to him. There's a quote from a 14th century mystic. Her name is Julian of Norwich, and she talks about the passion of Christ and our encountering of his love through it. And she writes in her book, I just want to share this with you. She says that here I saw in my understanding a great joining together between Christ and us. For when he was in pain, we were in pain. We are now on his cross with him in our pains, and we are dying with him in our sufferings. To sit with that statement for a bit, that we are on his cross in our pain and dying with him in our sufferings. This great, profound union between us and Christ, between us and God. For in it, the tears of humanity, the fullness of our human experience is brought into solidarity with God. My friends, as we prepare to enter into these 3 holy days, the highest days of our year, this Easter Triduum, let us pray that we may experience the love of God through the passion and death and the resurrection of Jesus. Let us lean into that faith that God continues to unite our sorrow to the sorrow of the cross, and in so doing, brings about a newness of life for which our restless hearts so long.